Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 and hello. It is wonderful connecting with you, wonderful saying hi, hello, how do you do? What is going on with you? Blessings, 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 and more blessings I send to you. I gotta turn my ceiling fan on, I'm hot. Just 1 second, I'll be right back. Woo. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Much better. Oof. Much better. Just ran up and down the stairs, and so my body is like, girl, we hot. So, for those of you who will be live, yes, 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 let's do it and make it happen. For those of you who will hashtag it and replay it, I love it and love it and love it and love it. For those of you who will be on, I don't know you on, and I might not never know you on. Good morning, Virginia from Virginia. So good to see you, my sister. For those of you who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl, I'm encouraged. I am encouraged. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For however you show up um, in this endeavor, I am very, 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 very grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. First full week of November. First, as Letitia would say, first full week of November. First full week of November. All right, all right, all right. Um, so sending love to you all. I'm sure we can use some love this week. Sending you some love and some grace and some mercy and all the things and some joy. Unspeakable and filled with God's glory. Letitia, good morning, Tisha. Good morning, good morning. Love you back. All right, so we're talking about this idea this week of let's just say creatures, creates of habit. That should say creatures of habit. Creatures, creatures, creatures of habit. Um, that's funny. Creates of habit. Creatures of habit. Creatures of habit. We have to be, because if we aren't, good morning, Erica. Hey, honey bun. Because if we aren't, everything that we do, we would have to remember every step along the way. So just think about all the things we do every day, we do habitually without even thinking about it. We don't have to use a lot of energy, a lot of our mental muscle. We just do it because it is habitual. It's habitual. And so think about the things you really wish was a habit, that you really wish was a habit. I wish my habit, one of my habits, was only eating the things that are good for me. I wish that was a habit that was, like built into, seared into my being, that I only eat the things that are good for me. And good can be defined in lots of different ways. But the thing that allows me to live my fullest, truest, highest, freest version, the things that give me um, the most nutrition, the most wellness, but also those have, nuances too, because sometimes wellness is eating, something fun that may be calorie dense, but it's fun because you're eating with loved ones, this, that, and the other, so on and so forth. So it's using wisdom, right? We don't do it all the time when we know it's not best for us, but we do it sometimes because it's social. So that's why when I say best for me, I don't only mean because, there might be seeds and berries and nothing else. And no, that's not, I don't think that's maximizing life, right? I don't think that's maximizing our lives. So anyway, what habit would you like to form? Remember, this month we are seeking Papa for plans. We're right. We're mapping out our plans for 2025 this month. We're mapping out plans, seeking Papa, receiving his instruction for what our 2025 should look like. And in December, we're going to take some steps, right? We're going to take some strategic steps. And that might just be that you plan your calendar out. Or, some strategic steps. Do you need to already have the application submitted? Do you need to already have had the phone calls? Like, what will be your strategic steps that you take? So by the time 2025 comes, we're already in motion. Like, we are already in motion. So there's some things that I'm doing in 2025. They will already be in motion when it hits. When January 1 hits, because December is my month of execution. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, sis. So good to see you. December is my execution month. While I'm enjoying family and friends, while I'm enjoying the season, the spirit of Christmas, while I'm enjoying myself and all the things, I will be executing. But I'm going to ride on the season and ride on the energy. And so by the time January comes, I am on and popping. Like, it's a smooth. I just need to flick some buttons, turn some things on, and let it go. So what habits? So I'm inviting us to look at our habits as we're considering what Papa is saying to us for 2025. As we're considering that, what habits might you need to reinforce, and what habits might you need to release? So we are creatures of habit. We are. And some habits come easier than others. Hey, Bernadette. Good morning, my sister. Love you back. Some habits come easier than others. And so I'm inviting us to assess our habits, to look at what habits we have, and determine whether or not they serve us in this season of our life. Do the habits that I have predominantly ruling my life, do they serve me? Do they serve me or not? Do they serve me? So I'm inviting us to look at that and ask, do they serve us? And if they don't, beloved, if they don't, then it's time to release them and let them go. Anything that doesn't serve us, it is time to release, to begin the processing, because I'm not saying this is easy, because sometimes it takes some time to release and let go if it doesn't serve us well. So looking at habits that don't serve, how do we release and let them go? How do we, do something different? Choose to do something different. Choose to release the habit that just doesn't serve you anymore, right? I definitely have some. I definitely have some habits that simply do not serve me. And so I'm learning to release. Now, also assess for habits that benefit you, habits that work to your good, habits that are good for you, that benefit you. Also, I'm inviting you to add to those habits, right? Add to the habits that benefit you as well. Add to those habits. So, yeah. So, like, fortify those and celebrate them. Actually celebrate. Period. Celebrate, because we are learning and growing beings. So some of our way of learning is knowing what doesn't work, right? Some of the way we learn is by knowing that this doesn't work. And so we don't have to be mad at the fact that we had to learn that lesson. We can be grateful that it was ours to learn. and that we took time to learn it, and that now we get to do something different. Woo, I put my Christmas decorations up yesterday. I don't even. Oh, wait, let me just say, um, because I've been fasting, I don't have a lot of energy. No, that's not accurately said. I don't have the energy that I normally have because I am two things coming off of kind of the shingles thing, which a lot of energy was taken up recovering and healing from that. And then I went straight into fasting. And so my energy is lower than it typically needs to be. I mean, it typically is. So I woke up yesterday and I was like, huh. And I woke up really early. And it was fallback. I was like, and the idea dropped in my mind. If you don't do Christmas decorations today, you're going to be almost at Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving. And I don't like that. I like my Christmas decorations up right after Halloween, if not before, right after. And so, and I have a lot, like it's a whole production. And so yesterday I'm up at 5 something and I'm putzing around, and these things are heavy. I put the tree up yesterday. I had a little time to myself and I wanted Christmas to last longer this year. I let my kids know the ornaments so they can have their tradition. Oh, I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Me too, Erica. Me too. Um, so I have things that are heavy, right, to move. So when I had to pull everything out, it's all stored and stuck in a cubby. Let me just say, it was a lot of energy and a lot of effort yesterday morning. And if I want to do something, I can do it. I can figure out how to do it. I will figure out how to do it if I want to do something. And it feels funny to feel like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Like it feels funny to hear myself say that because I rarely say that. Yesterday, my body was like, girl, we don't want to do this. But so it's one part that don't want to do it because we feel like we don't have the energy. But it's another part that loves, 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 loves Christmas time and decorations. So that part that loves triumphed. She had to figure it out. She didn't do it her normal way because normally I go one thing at a time, get the tree solidly up, and then build around that. Girl, I don't know how y'all, I don't know how. And usually when I put my decorations up, everything is central. So they're if it's in a container, it's everything from this room or from this room or from this spot or from this. Stuff was all over the place. I was like, what the heck was I doing last year? Anyway, it made it even more difficult because I didn't know where things were. And I had packed them differently. I'm saying all this to say that I am a creature of habit when it comes to my Christmas decorations. And typically I know exactly where things are. But last year, I cleaned out a different spot for everything. So I had to kind of fit it in places. So it wasn't as easy to flow because typically I'll pick out a container and I know these are all my Santa Clauses that are going in the living room. And these are the ones going in the dining room. And these are, and stuff was all over the place. So some habits serve us well. Like, when I take them down this year, this in 2025, and they stay up for a while. I'm just letting y'all know. So if y'all hear anytime in January, my Christmas decorations will still be up. I get at least 3-4 months: November, December, January, and we might hit Valentine's Day. I'm just saying. And then one day I'll come in and I'll be like, okay, I'm tired of this. I'll be ready for space. But I get my full experience. So knowing what goes where just makes life so much easier. And if we talk about organization and stuff like that, y'all, that really, and so one of the things that I'm doing as I'm decorating is just throwing stuff away. It is too much stuff in this house, just too much stuff. So one of the things that I am doing is just throwing things away. Like if I don't need it, like for real, if it's just been sitting around, let's just get rid of this stuff. So I threw away about 3 big bags of things yesterday. And so, creature of habit. One of the habits that I inherited from my mama is collecting stuff. She was a pack rat. She collected stuff. I got that from my mama too. But I am learning in this new season to release stuff, to let stuff go. I am learning. It's a new habit that I'm building. Just if you're not using it, giving away. So one of the things that I've been doing for the last two Queens Adventures is my access stuff. I take a whole big bag of giveaway, and maybe about our second day there, third day there, I do a giveaway. I spread everything out on the tables, and the ladies just have a good time. And I hope to not bring anything back. And it's usually some really good stuff. If I bought stuff from Amazon that I didn't want to send back, if I bought shoes that didn't work out quite well, I got excess clothes, cologne, you name it, kitchen utensils, just stuff that I know I'm not going to use. I usually save it for the Queen's Adventure and then take it. I'll be doing the same thing this year. I'll be doing the same thing this year as well. So, what are your habits that are life-giving? What are your habits that serve you? Let's look at those. Let's fortify them. Let's continue doing them. Too funny. We had the same experience. I usually always have my Christmas decoration organized. Yesterday I was in scrambles looking for things. I know, right? That's a crazy experience. Crazy experience. But my dining room is looking nice. I got a few things to add to it, but it is looking really, really, really nice. And my living room is getting there. Usually I get the living room done first and build from everything else. As a matter of fact, I did the kitchen first this year. I ain't never did the kitchen first. I did the kitchen first, then I put the tree up first, and then stuff was off. I couldn't find stuff nowhere. I'm like, where is it? Then ended up doing the kitchen because I found the kitchen stuff. I remember where I put it. Went to the dining room, got it just about totally done. So anyway, yes. But it's and I will be for the rest of this week fine tuning everything. Now that I have the big things up, I can take my time this week when I have space, put on because I had my Christmas music on yesterday, y'all. Jazz Christmas, fireplace Christmas music, right? All right. So we're talking about habits. I love y'all. I really do. That's my habit. I have a habit of loving, of being intentional about loving and being loved. I love myself on purpose. Like I had a couple of frustrating moments over the weekend, and I found myself just being frustrated. And I was like, girl, really? Like, this is how I was talking to myself in the car. Oh, really? You're going to be frustrated over that? Like, none of this is a big deal. And you just going to be frustrated. And, and I had to work with myself. I had to tell myself, nope. That's not the best choice for you to have when you have other choices of emotions to experience. Just because you're a little bit inconvenienced, really, Kathy, you're going to be frustrated because you're inconvenienced. Yes, it's not your plans. Yes, you're supposed to be gone already. Yes, you wanted to be doing something else, but that ain't what you're doing right now. So I had to unexpectedly go to the bank before I had somewhere to go. I was supposed to be meeting somebody. I had to unexpectedly go to the bank. Okay. I went to the bank, did what I had to do. When I got back, I was told that wasn't correct, that there was a different discussion, that we had to make some different arrangements, which meant I had to go back to the bank. I went back to the bank, and I had already reached my limit because it was after hours, had to use it. What's the name? Okay. So then I had to go back home, transfer some money, go back to the bank, and I wasn't even supposed to be doing none of it. And I was frustrated. And I was like, for real? That's what you're going to be frustrated over? We going to have to work with that, because that ain't worth being frustrated over. Like, it ain't nothing about that a big deal. Because look, first of all, I had a bank to go to. Money in the bank, number one. My body, everything was good working order. I have a vehicle with gas to go to the bank. I'm in my sound mind. I got, and where I'm going to meet somebody, like I have an opportunity to, really? That's what you upset about? So I had to get myself together because I was frustrated. I just didn't want to be doing it. I don't want to be doing it. So it's okay to have our feelings. It's not okay to stay there. It's not okay to stay there. It's okay to feel what you feel. So that's a habit of mine. It's a habit of choosing the emotions that serve me best. That's a habit. So I shared that to talk about habits that we have. I've made a commitment to myself that I won't stay in a negative emotional space, lower frequency emotional space, frustrated space if I don't. I'm going to choose to move as soon as I can. I promised myself that. So once I find myself in these spaces, sometimes it takes longer. It just depends on what the situation is, right? We don't immediately leave from frustrated moments because sometimes it just is other things, deeper things. That wasn't deep. That was just me not wanting to be inconvenienced. Anyway, y'all, I'm inviting you to look at your habits, assess them for the benefit. Do they benefit or do they not? Let's talk about it this week. I love y'all. At the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, one of my habits is to have the Thanksgiving menu assignments assigned by mid-October. I'm dragging. I haven't made what? Bread. Don't be disappointed. Don't be disappointed in yourself. Just God and God and get the. But I'm shocked you don't have the menu because I know you be having the menu bread and the assignments done already. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. But we know it's going to be good. We know the food is going to be plenteous. We know that you all are going to have amazing time. Yes, I love that example. I know, right? When I tell y'all, Brian be having her menu, man, it's funny. She has that menu down. Their menu, their Thanksgiving menu, the Fails Thanksgiving meal, man, it'll put some meals to shame. They meals be crazy. Oh, they be having 15 meats. I'm exaggerating, but it'd be a lot of meats and cakes and pies. And, oh my God. Anyway, I know, Brian, you're gonna be on it. You're gonna be on it. All right, y'all. Thank you, Erica, for loving the example. So, all right, at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. You and I do not have the right to not be amazing because we are. All right, I love y'all. See you in the morning. Bye-bye.